Hello everybody, my name is Alstrom and welcome back to more Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Last time, after getting our 8th gym badge, I bumped my microphone. After getting our 8th gym badge, we ventured into Victory Road and found ourselves here at the Indigo Plateau, the final stop on our journey, and the one place in Kanto we had yet to visit. And here lies our final challenge, the Elite Four. Four of the most powerful trainers in all of Kanto lie in this building, and once we defeat them, we will become champions of our native region. So yeah, consider this the beginning of the end for our main quest. So, you're probably wondering why this took a minute. Realistically, college started and I had less free time to put into recording and playing the game, but also I had to grind a bit. I wanted to grind. Now, typically, the levels that I was at, I was just about like at 50 with everyone. That's perfectly fine. You can totally win the Elite Four. But I decided to grind. I put everyone up to level 55. Now, this isn't that bad. It was only about like 5-6-ish levels per Pokemon that they needed to climb. Now, if you're looking for strategies on how to grind, you know, there's always your rare candies once you're near enough the levels you want. Now, I've played this game very thoroughly. I've collected pretty much every item that I could possibly collect, I believe, minus a couple areas, obviously. And I have about 9 rare candies. I think that is the most you could have at this point. And, you know, that's 9 free level ups. No shame in using them. I just kind of like saving them because you don't get to buy those. Now, pretty much the best spot to grind, of course. Let me go down to Route 23 here. Of course, the best spot to grind, the spot with the highest level wild Pokemon that you can fight over and over again, is going to be Victory Road. Tons of rock types, and you can fight Machops in there too, so if you have a flying type, like my Fearow for instance, you could do that. That's how I grinded for Fearow. There is also the daycare on the route south to Cerulean City. You can drop off your Pokemon there, and it is a little expensive because it, you know, okay, let me start over. With the daycare in south of Cerulean, right, with that daycare, every step you take while you have a Pokemon in there is 1 experience point that they gain. So, in theory, you could just keep them in there and run around until they get up to the level that you want. Now, it's costly, and I did this for a couple of them, and I kind of, like, sold some items, so that's why my money is a bit off, but, you know, we move. And, yeah, I didn't use the daycare too much, so, you know, that's always a thing. But that being said, those are the 2 best ways to grind, daycare and Victory Road, being honest. And that being said, let's begin setting up and then taking on our challenge. Here we are, the Indigo Plateau. It's basically a giant Pokemon Center, Pokemon Mart gym thing. You can rearrange your Pokemon, heal, do everything you need to do. You even have a gym guy here. Yo, champ in the making! At the Pokemon League, you will face the Elite Four all in a row. If you lose, you have to start all over again. This is it. Go for it. Alright, so up here you're gonna have the Pokemart dude. And before you start buying anything, if you have any nuggets left in your inventory, just sell them now. This is the point in the game where you will actually really need money. Now, sell. Let's sell some stuff. Awakenings. Get rid of them. You do not need awakenings, like, point blank period. This is because you have a Pokeflute, and you have pretty much infinite stuff. Status heals. As much as I like the burn heal, just sell all your status items. You don't need them. You can just buy full heals, and it'll conserve inventory space as well. Just sell all your status restoring items and all that good stuff. Sell all that. Full heals, your best friend, keep those. And tiny mushrooms, hold on to those. I'll show you what those are for later. Big Pearl, you could sell that. And I think we have a couple normal pearls we could sell as well. We have 1. So yeah, let's just go ahead and just sell those. Now, we want to buy I want to buy some revives. Now, I have 4 in my bag. I recommend having 20 at the least in your bag going into this, so we'll just go ahead and buy 16 of those. For full heals, I would say own like 10, so we'll grab 8. For potions, honestly, max potions a bit overpriced. I would just go to a different store, which I'm gonna do in a second, and just buy some hyper potions because it's more bang for the buck. Full restores, I recommend having about 15 of those going into the challenge. And actually, you know what? Bump it. It's the final challenge. Let's get some max potions. I would suggest having about 30 or so potions. You don't want to go overkill, especially with max potions because they're expensive. But yeah, do all that good stuff. Now, you're going to want to organize your bag. So here's how I personally like to organize it. Go to your full heals. Put those at the top. Then you're going to want to go ahead and go to full restores, wherever those are. Full restore. Bring those up. I'll bring up my 2 hyper potions just because I have them. But next up, you're going to want to bring up your max potions, which, where are those? There they are. Top of the bag, you're going to be reaching for those the most easy. You're going to go for those the most. Then, max revives. In a pinch, in a desperate situation, very useful items. I hate using them because you don't get them anywhere else. They're very rare items, so I tend to not use those. So we're just going to go ahead and send the revives. I send the revives. I use those second to the potion, so I put that up there. So yeah, this is how I have my bag set up for when I do this challenge. And as for what Pokemon you're going to want to lead with, I would say lead with a Pokemon that's good against water types, but isn't weak to ice types. That's my recommendation. So we're going to lead with Limburg for now. And real quickly, just to go over some final things. Limburg is level 55, pure electric type with the moves Thunderbolt, Quick Attack, Double Team, and Thunder Wave. I didn't really change much with the moveset here. I didn't change a lot of the movesets, honestly. They were perfectly fine for what we're going to do today. Andron, 55, Flame Wheel, Bite, Dig, and off-screen around like level 50-ish. It learned Extreme Speed, so I got rid of Takedown for that. Extreme Speed is a great move. It's like 80 power, and it gives Andron priority. I was toying with the idea of giving Andron either Fire Blast or Overheat, but I felt the drawbacks kind of weren't going to be good for this. I didn't want to have to worry about my special attack getting dropped to hell with Overheat, and I didn't want to worry about the accuracy of Fire Blast playing me, and I think Flame Wheel will be perfectly fine, and then even if Flame Wheel doesn't get the kill, we have a priority move to let us go first no matter what. Mimian, pretty much the same. Roscoe, I wanted so badly to get Ice Beam, but I did not feel like grinding the game corner to get the TM for Ice Beam. But if you have a Lapras on your team, Lapras learns Ice Beam just fine, and please, for the love of God, have an Ice-type move. If not, make sure you have a really strong Pokemon that can learn Dragon Claw. Like, if you have a Charizard, it can learn Dragon Claw. Teach it to it. You're gonna want a Dragon or an Ice-type move. Trust me. It also learned Hydro Pump, so that will give Roscoe a bit of an oomph. I got her Quick Attack for that, because Roscoe's pretty much, usually outspeeds whatever I put it up against. Oxalis is pretty much the same, and Woodstock is pretty much the same. So not much changed. So those tiny mushrooms I mentioned earlier, if you decide that you want to go ahead and relearn some moves or see what moves you have access to, go to 2 Island, I believe. Yes, go to 2 Island, and you can get there via Vermilion City. Go to 2 Island, and on that island is a mushroom trader. Give him a mushroom, and he'll let your Pokemon relearn a move. This is a fantastic service because you can relearn moves you forgot, and it's also a way to get moves on Pokemon that otherwise they could not learn. So, for example, if you're playing Leaf Green and using a Victory Bell, this is how you get Razor Leaf on it. So, definitely keep that in mind. I was playing with the idea of giving Giga Drain to Oxalis, but I kind of figured that I would rather I would rather Razor Leaf's high critical rate ratio than Giga Drain's heal status. That's just my preference. And yeah, that's all the prep that you could do. And other than that, all that's left to do is actually take on the challenge. So let's go ahead and do this. From here on, you face the Elite Four one by one. If you win, the door opens to the next trainer. Good luck. Without further ado, let's get this onto the road. You walk in, the door closes, you cannot get out. Once you start, you can't stop, and if you lose, you gotta start all over again. 4 trainers, the strongest in all the region. Let's start with the first. Welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. Are you ready? Here we go! Elite Four! Fight number 1 versus Lorelei. A fan favorite? I think you can figure out why. She's gonna start off with Dugong, level 52. Thick Fat for the ability, Water Ice type with the moves Surf, Ice Beam, Hail, and Safeguard. Lorelei specializes in Ice type Pokemon. However, pretty much every Pokemon on her team except for one has a dual Water type. So Thunder type, Electric Thunder types. Electric types work great for this fight. Critical hit. Let's go. Let's go. Anyways, next up. Her Cloyster, level 51, Water Ice type, Shell Armor for the ability with the moves Spikes, Dive, Protect, and Hail. This thing is freaking annoying. Don't let this thing get off Hail. Don't let this thing get off Spikes. This thing's annoying. This thing sucks. I hate this thing. Anyway, I'm not going to do side graphics for the Elite Four's Pokemon where I show their moves because I will never get this video out in time if I have to do that for like every single Elite Four member. So to compromise, I'm just going to change the side graphics to the video to match the fight. Lorelei's an Ice type trainer, so, you know, you'll see how this goes. Next up, an interesting choice. Slowbro, level 52, Water Psychic. Not an Ice type, but it's the only one that's not an Ice type, so it's perfectly fine. Oblivious for the ability with the moves Ice Beam, Surf, Amnesia, and Yawn. If this thing gets off a bunch of Amnesias, you're screwed. But this thing's thankfully not that fast. So pretty much everything you have should outspeed it. Now, using a Raichu is kind of cheap, I'm not gonna lie, because Raichu outspeeds, I think, everything on her team. I don't even think there's a single Pokemon in the Elite Four that could outspeed my Limburg, like stat-wise, because Limburg's a fast Pokemon. Now, all the Elite Four trainers have full restores, and they will use them. It's very frustrating, but it's a necessary evil. It's the difficulty, you know, of all this. So yeah, we're on the final stretch, guys. Okay, so yeah, Amnesia raises your like defense, your special defense. So this thing is gonna start tanking these hits. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Okay, I thought it was gonna heal. I thought she was gonna heal again. Sometimes they heal twice. I think Lorelei only has one, but later ones heal twice. That's why I use Thunderbolt. Anyways, next up. I will switch because I don't want to fall asleep, but Oxalis is honestly my best bet. Here we go. Lapras. Level 54, Water Ice type, Water Absorb for the ability, with the moves Body Slam, Confuse Ray, Surf, and Ice Beam. This is her ace. Now, every Elite Four member's ace will be holding a Citrus Berry, so bear that in mind. I am faster than you? I know that Lapras is kind of slow, and that, you know, Venusaur is obviously faster than most people would think, but jeez. Anyway, I'm gonna switch immediately. Because A, switching cures confusion, and B, I only switched so that Limburg wouldn't fall asleep. That was my only reason. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, when I was grinding, Mr. Mime tried to learn Safeguard, and I decided not to go with it. Not because it's a bad move, it's a great move. It protects your entire team from status conditions like sleep and confusion, so, you know, would have worked out for me, but I never use it, personally. Like, I just forget to use it, so I knew I was gonna use it. So I kinda didn't bother. Don't play like me. Citrus Berry, there you go. Once this thing gets below 25% health, I think that's when the Citrus Berry goes off. Full restore? That's fine. That's not a major inconvenience in the slightest. Now, I'm a little concerned. I don't think I'm going to live the next hit. I don't think so. Oh, never mind. Limber gets these crits all day, every day. Let's go. Yes. Oh, let's go. All right, last up. Jinx. Tied for being her strongest Pokemon, but technically not her ace because it doesn't have a held item. Jinx, level 54, Ice and Psychic type. The only Ice type on her team that's not a Water type. Oblivious for the ability with the moves Double Slap, Ice Punch, Attract, and Lovely Kiss. This thing is annoying if it gets off a lot of damage, or like if it can set up Lovely Kiss and Attract. This thing sucks. And it's always female, and majority of your Pokemon are going to be male. So, you know, good luck with that. Oh, God. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, I did tell you to get rid of your Awakenings for a reason. I didn't think I was going to actually have to use the Poké Flute in the Pokemon League, but, you know, here we are. I totally forgot how the melody sounds. Alright, let's go. That's not gonna do a lot of damage. Don't forget, Ice Punch is a special type in this game, so, you know, an Ice Punch from a Jinx, it will hurt. Quite a bit. Anyways, one more Flame Wheel should do the job, and down goes. Whoa. Sorry, that was weird. Down goes Jinx, and down goes the first member, Lorelei. Things shouldn't be this way. I mean, you're the first one. You're gonna be a little easier, no? Sorry, I keep hitting my frickin' mic. You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of the Pokemon League's power. That is true. I only did get a cinch of it. But let's progress. All right, here we go. Challenge number 2. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokemon can become stronger without limit. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Alstro. We will grind you down with our superior power. Hoo-ha! Alright, here we go! Fight number 2 against Elite Four member Bruno. Bruno specializes in fighting type Pokemon, which is why his first choice is very weird. Onix, level 51, Rock Ground type, Rock Head for the ability, with the moves Earthquake, Rock Tomb, Iron Tail, and Roar. Not a bad Onix, but a terrible lead and just a questionable choice for a fighting type trainer. Why? You could have had him a choke or something. Whatever. Next up, a Pokemon. We're gonna use Woodstock because I don't want to rely on Mr. Mime too much because Mr. Mime could like wipe out this entire Elite Four single-handedly because Mr. Mime is just that good. Hitmonchan level 53, pure flying type, Keen Eye for the ability with the moves Sky Uppercut, Mach Punch, Counter, and Rock Tomb. Again, Hitmonchan's not that good a Pokemon, so not much to be worried about here. Do note that the use of Rock Tomb here, and most of his team has Rock Tomb. I think like over half of it has Rock Tomb. That is to deal with your flying type, so bear that in mind. You know, I'm gonna see if Woodstock can handle this. Next up is his ace, Machamp, level 56. Pure fighting type, Guts for the ability, so be very careful about inflicting status on this thing with the moves Bulk Up, Cross Chop, Scary Face, and Rock Tomb. Again, Rock Tomb there to deal with your flying types. Cross Chop's a pretty deadly move, especially if you can get off a Bulk Up, which I think he's going to go for. Oh no, Scary Face. Okay, he's trying to go for the speed play. Fair enough. Citrus Berry. Alright, so Citrus Berry, it's kind of interesting. It can sometimes work in your favor because what it'll do is if you hit it down below the mark just low enough, the Citrus Berry will restore its health to where it's still below half, but it won't trigger the full restore. So, you know, it's good for that. Now, Cross Chop is interesting because that's not the play I would have gone with. I would have gone for the type effectiveness, but, you know, I'll let you live your life. Anyway, down goes his Machamp, and next up is Hitmonlee. Believe it or not, his last fighting type. Level 53 pure fighting type, limber for the ability, so you cannot paralyze this thing. With the moves Mega Kick, Foresight, Facade, and Brick Break. Again, be careful about inflicting status on this thing because you don't want to be dealing with Facade. Brick Break is a terrifying move. It'll probably kill me, actually. Yeah, to be expected. Well, I guess Mr. Mime's gonna have to just sweep the rest of this. Yeah, Psychic, die. Die, 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 die. There's no way he's gonna live this. Okay. I stand politely corrected. Ooh, Mega Kick. That's 120 base power. That's strong. Now, here's the thing. He did use a full restore, but Psychic lowered its special defense, so this is just gonna one-shot. I should state, be conservative with your low PP moves like Hydro Pump, Fire Blast, things like that, because PP items, like minus Lepa Berries, which you can't really regrow yet, you're not going to be able to restore your PP during like fights, so bear that in mind. Anyways, I can't believe Woodstock. Of course Woodstock would die in the Elite Four. Woodstock has the worst luck on my team, I swear to goodness. Onyx, level 54. This is his second strongest Pokemon. I don't know why. Anyway, 54, Rock Ground type. Rock Head for the ability with the moves Double Edge, Iron Tail, Sand Tomb, and Earthquake. It having Rock Head means that it can use Double Edge with no consequence on itself, so bear that in mind. Also, if you want to teach a Pokemon of yours Double Edge, the guide to teach it is in Victory Road. It's a good move. I recommend it. I was actually really contemplating giving it to Raichu, but Raichu's physical attack stat, I don't know. I decided to, like, pin that idea for later. My job is done. Go face your next challenge. And he looks away from you. I love that. Just curious, what item do I have on you? Amulet Coin. I'll take that off, because, like, But, yeah. We're at a good stopping point. We are halfway done with this challenge. Okay. Now, next time on Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green, we're going to continue the rest of our Elite Four challenge, and hopefully, by the end of it all, become Pokemon champions. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and wash your hair.